Alright, hi everybody. Today's video is the review of episode 16, Breadcrumbs, of season 7 of Once Upon a Time. Just really fast. I actually got a couple of once items to share with you. I finally was able to purchase the Hook boots that they sell at Hot Topic. You can see little hooks on these little kind of like buttons. This is kind of what it looks like. It's a pretty big heel. I don't know if I'm going to be really able to wear these. They're really cute though. I really like them. I'm going to try. They are size 7, which is a tad big for me. It was the only size available. That's what it looks like on the inside. But I think I can make it work. And also, I was just browsing on eBay and I found the Emma Swan pin of like the full body pin. I'm so happy to have found this. She's one of the ones I really wanted. I did get my hands on the Dark Hook pin, the profile one, where it's just like kind of like the top, you know, like just right here. It's like probably about that big. So all I'm missing is the regular Hook, and then the green Selena for that series, and then the Regina, the first Regina full body, and the 3 dancing couples I'm missing, which is Snowing, A La Queen, and Captain Swan. So those are the pins I'm missing, but I'm so happy to have found this Emma one. Emma, as you guys know, is my favorite character in the show. So I'm happy to have found her. It just says limited edition of 50 on the back. That's it. But it's so cool, and she's of course wearing her iconic outfit with the sword. So that's really cool. I was actually gonna try and wear my mini ears that I bought. They keep falling off my head though, so I'm gonna try and figure out how to maybe put something on so that they stay on my head. But for now, I'm not gonna wear them in this video. Maybe for the next review, we'll see. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on this review. This was, I guess, a pretty Henry-centric episode, I want to say. The flashback was mostly about Henry. Actually, pretty much all about Henry. The present-day story was kind of divided into Zelena and Henry in a way. I enjoyed this episode. I know some people, I guess, didn't like the backstory. I liked the backstory. There was one criticism for me. It was a Hook and Henry adventure. My criticism is it's Nook. You know, it's Wish Hook, not the original Hook that's Henry's stepfather. I always liked getting to see Henry and Hook bond in the show, because I feel like, you know, there's, in fairy tales, step parents always get a very negative portrayal. You know, they're often, you know, like the evil queen is the stepmother and she's evil and wants to kill Snow White, or the stepmother in Cinderella is evil and makes Cinderella, you know, cook and clean for her, and all those things. And I love that, you know, with Hook and Henry, Hook is the stepfather, but he's a loving stepfather that cares for Henry, that wants to protect Henry. And I wish that for this adventure, it was a really fun adventure for them to go on. They're on the ship sailing the seas, but I still wish it had been original Hook that is his stepfather, because I think it would have been a great bonding experience. But I do love that, you know, Henry kind of, you know, reiterates the fact that he has such a good relationship with his stepfather. You know, he talks about how Hook taught him how to sail, which is true. I know people are like, well, Neil did. Neil did it for like one episode. There's like one scene where you see Neil's teaching Henry, and it probably wasn't even that much of a lesson. Hook is probably really taught Henry everything he needs to know to sail, within the time that they've spent together. Just like, you know, the sword fighting thing. Again, I'm sure Charming was teaching Henry a lot too. It's okay to have more than one teacher teaching you something, because you learn different things. Like, he's learning something different from Hook when it comes to sword fighting than he is from Charming, because they're two different types of sword fighting styles that these two men use. You know, look at the type of swords they use in general. Like, those are two very different types of swords. Hook's using something more from a you know, a later period in time for our world, and then you know, I would say like the sword that Charming uses is more like from the Middle Ages type of sword, and Hook's using something from